Hello everyone, just talking to you on the Elon Musk and Tesla, how he lost directorship of his company. I'd like to apologise for the weather in a lightning storm. It's been lightning for about 5 days, so usually my videos now have lightning in them. It's been a lightning storm, really strange as well. Talking throughout New Zealand, talking to people on the phone from down south at the North Island. Lightning storms here, very, very strange, hardly raining at all, which is freakish weather for New Zealand. Back to the Elon Musk thing, very, very strange. The guy was removed as director from his company for smoking a puff of marijuana on the Joe Rogan show. He smoked it, then gave it back. He was just trying it, gave it back on the Joe Rogan show. I don't know the laws on marijuana there. I would say that would be quite normal in that Hollywood type environment. I don't see that being an issue, and I'm sure they do that on the show all the time. And taking a puff of something doesn't mean anything, and how you could lose director of a company over a puff on a cigarette just seems strange to me. They said he was a bit high. He was talking about simulations. He wasn't high from one puff, which was in the middle of us talking about simulations and robot technology and how it will be taken over by robots and how we all just live in a simulation, which is okay. Yeah, that's a different topic. Maybe he discovered something in space when he was launching his rockets, that he couldn't get his rockets out of the Van Allen belt, maybe. And even though his Tesla red car seems to be flying around in space, filmed very, very well, just floating around, going to float to the sun, float in orbit the sun, and do all sorts of things. I don't know how they're filming it, but apparently it's attached to the rocket, which can film it. And he said it must be so fake. It looks so fake, it must be real. His famous Elon Musk's line and to his critics, because a lot of people are questioning it. A lot of people have turned off round Earth from it. It just looks so fake with the space stations and grabbing invisible wires around while a guy does a cartwheel. Then you got people floating past with still the attachment of the wire attached to one guy as he floats past. And live streams, so he's getting caught. People are going, well, I've got a lot of critics. People are going, well, just grabbing invisible things around a person doesn't mean anything. You can just add these things into the film. It's like, well, they're grabbing something, even if there was a wire or not a wire, they're still grabbing something next to him. They're not grabbing him. So you can't make that up. You can't doctor it to look like that. There's these are the guys that were in, doing. These are the guys that are on the space station. We know who they are. Some of them were talking to Trump from the space station. Very good coverage. They can get to the space station very quickly, within seconds, and they go, "Hang on a sec. Oh, got you now." And then they talk back and forth and there's no second delay at all. Or they just wait for a bit. Oh, yeah. I mean, I can do that. I mean, I got your message. Yeah, the answer to that is I've been asked for some people have been asking me for my post to be removed, Facebook, where I don't necessarily support the Flat Earth. It's just the Flat Earth Man meets Paul Logan, and because it's becoming widestream now, where people are converting to flat Earth. It is a theory. That's good. Round Earth is a theory. I have no problem with that. If people want to believe in flat Earth or round Earth, at the end of the day, the point is we're being lied to. The moon landings, you can't have got to the moon because it was outside the Van Allen belt, according to the round Earth model. You couldn't get out because it's radioactive, and according to NASA, 2 years ago, I think it was, they said we cannot get past the Van Allen belt because they were trying to explain how they couldn't get to Mars. Well, now they've landed on Mars with an unmanned craft, apparently. We're being lied to. The international space community is lying to us. It's like, well, we don't know what's fact. If you're doctoring the Earth, making it look blue, the land look blue, you're doctoring that. We don't know what we're actually seeing. We don't know what's real, what's not real. If you can doctor the Earth and change the shape of the Earth, which is quite normal to doctor it now, so because they don't want you to zoom in on it, spy from the satellite. The other thing is, if you can't get past the Antarctica, because as I explained in another video, nothing goes past, always comes back the same way. A lot of people attacking flat earthers, saying, well, if you don't believe these rockets have landed back down on Earth, it's like, well, when did flat earthers not believe that? They know that rockets come up and come down. They don't have a problem with that either. See, a lot of people aren't very educated on these platforms that they have on YouTube. It's all very well to attack flat earthers, but if you have no information or research, you don't know what you're talking about. And if you research the topic, you might be a flat earther, because there are some things in the flat earth that model that don't ring true, but the problem with the round earth model is the space exploration thing is just making it look like a joke, because there's just too many holes in the space exploration. And the Space Force that Trump launched is only 20% of the total Air Force budget. That's pretty cheap, considering that. Why is it so cheap? You have to ask, well, is space real? Are they actually launching rockets in space? Because we were told that there's billions and billions and billions of dollars sending into space, yet Space Force is low budget compared to the Air Force. Anyway, guys, that's my tape for today. Sorry about it wasn't too many lightning strikes, but we've been in a lightning strike all morning. Thanks, guys. Bye.